So I wanted an 8-ball style or Hurst style ball shifter that fit my hand pretty well, and I wanted to use something from a local craft store because I found this kind of a wooden sphere that fit my hand well and had a hardwood insert that I was able to use to drill and tap so that it would hold threads better. I also used super glue in order to harden the threads and pack the fibers together tighter so that it would be as durable as an aluminum shifter almost, and flatten the top so that I could trace out my gear pattern.
Hey YouTube, this is Nickel and Diamond It here, and we're taking a look at the custom-made piece that we've been working on. Well, I apologize about the lighting. This is out in the Arizona desert, so the sun is twice as intense here as anywhere else. What we're looking at is the head for the factory shifter, and we're going to install the piece that we've been working on. Careful not to kind of cross-thread it. What we want to do is just get an idea for make sure it threads on, make sure it works the way it's designed to, make sure that we can get all the threads fully engaged, get it seated well, then kind of get an idea how it feels in our hand. Also, we want to snug it down all the way to make sure that our threads are all the way into the knob, and then when we get it totally snugged up, we can get some kind of an idea what our index mark should be for our gear pattern. So I'll do a separate little clip here for that, and we'll see where we get. Now that we have our gear knob fully installed and it's no longer rotating, we see kind of how it feels in our hand as we run through a quick gear change. This is a dramatic improvement over the factory knob, and I don't feel like I'm going to punch my stereo into the middle of the next century every time I shift into fifth, which is a very nice upgrade from the stock. Best part about this is this piece was $1.67 from my local, I think it was Hobby Lobby that I got this at, but I'll annotate that. So pretty sweet. Now we have an idea where we can get our index mark, and then we'll pick up the next clip for the rest of the process.
After the gear pattern has been traced, I like to trace it with a pen so that it's a little bit more visible before beginning the process of burning with the laser, which you'll see here. Now here I'll be switching the modes with the laser so that it's a continuous wave pattern, and once the continuous wave pattern on the laser has been established, we can use the energy at the beam waist of that laser in order to ablate or remove the material from the traced out pattern. This will give us the ability to visualize a lot better and the pattern that we've drawn out. It will also give us the ability to go back in later and fill the impressions that we've left from ablating or burning out that material with a paint that will allow us differential colors. So here you'll kind of see some of the smoke rising as the wood is being burned, which is kind of cool. I'll work on getting a little bit better videos here of how this ablation process works and some of the other ideas for what you can use the laser actually for. You can also see some of the beam as the smoke continues to rise. It focuses at a very specific distance, so you have to keep a consistent distance between the actual laser and the object that you're burning, even when it has a contoured surface. So long as you keep an even distance, you'll maintain an even burn. And when you finish up, once you've traced part of a pattern, I'll shut the laser off here so that you can see. There we have the first pass of part of our gear pattern burned in. Once it's fully burned, it'll look like this. You can go through and stain it. Once you've stained it, you can go back and paint it with an old modeling trick by using a toothpick. And once you've sealed it with polyurethane, you'll want to go back and touch up the paint. And then once you do that, you'll clean up the edges actually with a Sharpie or something like that to match the color. And you're done. You have a nice new gear knob for an inexpensive price.